It's going to be OG, aka Monkey Business, their first official match under the new name, the new branding. They've been killing it as Monkey Business. They're now sponsored officially by Hitbox. All their guys are going to be moving over there. I think that's a really good move by Hitbox, first off. Great market share right there for them. Brings some of the boys over. Very popular streamers, right? You got Moon, you got No Tail. I dig it. But currently, we are looking at the game at hand. And it's for ASC, aka now Start Gaming. Got themselves their own little sponsorship there. Their team, you know, you can't just walk over them. The odds this morning were 9%. I think it's come up since then. It's, let's double check, because I actually find that pretty, it's a good value of metric. It's 7%. It actually went down. Okay, that's ridiculous. They definitely have a higher than a 7% chance to take this best of 3, so get your rares in if you're a betting kind of person. But I'd put their odds at around 20 right now. I mean, not to discredit OG, they've been looking damn fine, but it's an online best of 3, okay? You can't count on too much, so... how is this different than Nanyang? Let's take a look at that. The IO ban out. Definitely a necessity up against OG. I think it's their best hero overall. Something they're very good at playing. And I like the Starladder ban too. We saw everyone ban it because of Misery. Everyone's giving Misery all the credit. Mudota. First Starladder offlane, guys. Anyway. It's still a good ban, alright. He's a very strong offlaner. He's hard to punish, and he really just needs a Blink Dagger to get in there, and all the physical damage, that's the name of this meta, right? It's all physical and it's all vision, and Starladder gives you both of those, so that's why he's so high tier. And then the Doom, no explanation needed, and the Tusk. So, very similar as well, you know, works on both. Trixie versus No Tail Fly, yeah, that's right. And so they open up with here, so that must have been the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter was the first overall pick. That's a little bit interesting. It does mean you give up the Radiant Shadow Fiend. They're going to combine it with Dazzle. Nice hero to TP into the mid lane. Give yourselves that Shallow Grave. And of course, they synergize well with the minus armor. And the other great thing about Dazzle Shadow Fiend is that every team fight, he's a priority stun, right? He starts recommending the enemy team focus some of the stun. Look at the duration of Shallow Grave. It's 5 seconds. That is so long for you to get off Requiem. And that's a large majority of his damage. Of course, he's also a mean right clicker, but you know how it is. He can nuke some people down. And they answer back with the Darkseer. Combos up nicely with the call down. Also helps you win a lane. He's just so good with Iron Shell. He can retreat to the jungle if he has to. And he's a good mech carrier, right? Into the next phase, they'll ban out the Meepo, to be expected. The Juggernaut as well, doing very well in China lately. And something that we could certainly see them pair up with a Shadow Fiend. It's a good pushing strategy, right? You run Mech SF, you get a Juggernaut, get a couple points in that healing ward. And make your way over those first tier 1s and tier 2s. And the ban phase comes out, so we're going to get rid of Winter Wyvern, the other good healing support. Who's left out so far? The Undying is still there if they want to try something like Lich Undying in the offlane. If OG wanted to maybe pick up a Lich right now, they could look to secure that offlane. Or they might be thinking, how are we going to deal with this Darkseer? Like, what are we thinking here, guys? Like, are we going to run something like an Anti-Mage? One of those classic anti-Darkseer heroes, or do you want to get some really good supports to work on zoning them out? Unfortunately, some of the best supports at zoning them out aren't exactly top tier right now, like the Keeper of the Light is often cited as a good one. The Earthshaker, so he's pretty good, right? Darkseer doesn't have any way to get over terrain if you want to run this as a support, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be Moon. Seeing the Gyrocopter and everything, Gyrocopter, one of those people that he'll sometimes go flat cannon early on to push the lane to harass out the offlaner, and that can actually benefit someone like Earthshaker, who he's going to be able to control the wave first off using Fissures, bring it closer to his tower, and if Gyro goes for that whole I'm going to harass you away from me with the flat cannon, it punishes the Gyro as well, because it means that the lane's going to push even better for him. Oh yeah, I also don't think they'll pick it. It's just one of those. They have Miracle, right? So the AM's always a possibility. But yeah, likely that will be the Miracle SF. And if they're thinking, ooh, the Jakiro, I've seen him picked up a couple times now. They'll do the Ice Shards, or rather the Ice Path, and then combo that up with the Vacuum, bring them all inside. I'm down with that. The other nice thing is if you get them on the Ice Path, even a single thing of Liquid Fire is actually really good. It tags everybody up. Then when they come out of the Ice Path, they're doing less damage. They can't attack as fast as Shadow Fiend. Ember for No Tail. Ember's definitely a good pick here. You already got a lot of magic damage on the side of Stark with the Gyrocopter and the Jakiro, so the Flame Guard can help on those situations. And it's a rather weak lockdown because even with the Yules, you can't set up a permanent stun on an Ember Spirit because the Ice Path trigger has a delay. So it just means that you can instantly Remnant out before it even takes effect and stuns you. So yeah, I think Ember's a great pick here. If then Stark, they've already got a carry. They're probably looking for a mid. They might save it for last because the TA is still in the pool. They could go TA right now and then ban something like the Viper in the next phase. But then you might end up with like a Veno because it is something that OG would be alright with running. They're going to grab the Rubik.
Dire team pick.
Very nice. Against Jakiro and Gyrocopter. Look, Pierre. I'll fight you. Don't be like that.
Alchemist. Radiant team back.
Alright, well, we forgot about the Alchemist. Turns out that people besides Super can play this hero, I guess. I don't know if I would have suspected that. Up against the Shadow Fiend, it's nice. Kind of bullying out of lane with the Acid Spray. You've already got the, clearly the Ags Gyrocopter is your number one. No. Let's see, if you go split push... I don't know, it's a little risky to try the split push maneuvers with like Radiance, Octarine, but they're gonna ban out the Huskar after the AA ban. Yeah, that goes without saying. They pulled some shenanigans. Liquid we saw whip out the Huskar on poor old who was that, VP? Who got trounced out by a cheese Huskar. So there you go. AA, of course, a little surprising that they banned it out considering it's so good up against Alchemist. But they already have a lot of support. It's not like they're going to be whipping out that. I mean, unless they want to do the mid Rubik, but I don't think that's the plan here, although they have run in the past. And it'll, of course, shut down quite a bit of the healing that they have going on. Yeah, Darkseer Ag, so good. Alright, they're going to go with their old Necro strat. So this is something we've seen them run several times. They'll be whipping this out for no-tail. They like to run it with the IO, of course, that's going to get banned out a lot of the time. I wouldn't have been surprised to see a Tiny as well. Also would have been a pretty good game for that. But I'm down with the Necro. It's good up against Alchemist as long as you can get him down relatively low. It helps with his high HP pool. And of course his regen.
Remaining.
Last pick for Stark. They've got about 50 seconds left in total. It's probably just going to be a support that combos up well with AoE. Possibly, they've already got a mech carrier, they've got Jakiro, probably like a 5th roll. I don't think, actually I think CM is good here. You have to worry about the Rubik though, so it is something to consider. What else can deal well with a Necrophos? A long range stun. I don't think you want to go Venge for like a swap or anything like that. Doesn't seem like it would be very helpful. They could go... Nah. I don't think they go anything too greedy. The push from Necrophos is pretty scary, and he could be going mech now, right? And this means the Shadow Fiend can go for the SNY.
5 seconds remaining.
Disruptor.
The Disruptor. Alright, so it's just that AoE support that we talked about. Pretty good with the vacuum, obviously. We'll slap him up inside there. Pierre, you just like posting all these links in my chat, bro. Are they funny? They better be funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't got to cast it for ASC game in a while. I haven't been watching them live or anything too much, so... Mr. Trixie, he'll be heading that off-lane Darkseer, no surprise there. Nemphy, the FPL star that he is. Gonna be on the Alchemist Boogie on the Gyro Valix on that Disruptor. And I always say OKC whenever I pronounce his name. I'm not actually sure the correct way to do it. But it doesn't look like they're doing any sort of swaps. There'll be an immediate TP from both sides to see how this warding goes. This is pretty crucial. So there's an Observer from Moon. And there's an Observer and a Sentry. They're going to run right into each other. This is perfect play there. They know Moon loves to do this. He does it all the time. And there's kind of some who like kind of do it more than others, and Moon's one of the ones that'll do it quite a bit. So they know that he can get his Observer down, which is massive. Which lineup do I favor? I like the defensive capability. I think I like Stark's drafting. I like the way they answered to the OG style. So OG does this kind of quite a bit, right? They're gonna get this mech up. They're gonna get an S and Y up on Miracle in the mid lane, and they'll start moving into these towers. Assuming that's the builds that they do go. They don't go like mech plus immediate ags. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna start pushing towards these towers. But they did get some really defensive heroes. So if you throw down a call down and you manage to force back monkey business, then you have the option of the disruption, the glimpse, right, into the static storm on someone from OG, and you might be able to pull them back in and get a free kill. But you have to drive them off the tower. But they have good heroes for that with Jakiro and the acid spray as well as the call down. So I think I really like the Stark draft lineup here. But I definitely agree that they're at a skill deficit simply because OG been playing on kind of a different level these days. Anyway, it looks like we did get a D ward somewhere. Was that? Yeah, they got Trixie's ward. So it looks like he went for this one because the Dazzler was the last hit there. So that's pretty nice. I'll be very pleased about that over on the side of Stark Gaming. We just got to grab one of my configs here. Hopefully we don't miss anything. Forgot to do my camera work. There we go. So we've got kind of a dual mid situation happening. We see this quite a bit lately. Just harassing down the enemy mid, trying to make them waste the regens. Looks like it's actually the supports that are trading in this situation, though. Either way, this is going to favor the... Wow, Moon's taking up a little bit up here. It's going to favor the Alchemist either way, simply because he gets that immediate bottle. And look how low Miracle is. He uses the salve. And at least Acid Spray isn't able to cancel it, right? Because of the lower damage that it does. In terms of where our first blood is going to be, it'll probably be Moon. He's just playing one of those supports that doesn't really get the correct escape. Well, I shouldn't even... I mean, yeah, you immediately say support when you think of Earthshaker back in the old days. He's an offlaner quite a bit now, but he doesn't have any escape, right, compared to the Surge of the Darkseer. Trixie dying. Trixie tends to go ham. We all know that about Trixie. He'll dive in pretty deep, slap up some ion shells, and just YOLO. It's pretty risky here, though, because you get close to killing No-Tail, and then suddenly he pops a Q, and he switches that around on you. So, it's a little bit riskier. And then there's always the Grave as well. So I doubt Trixie will be getting a kill here. He's actually running home. He's that far out of mana. Not able to get enough gold for the Soul Ring. With 0 denies coming out? That's a little odd. Only 1 deny and he didn't get any CS, so just getting unlucky with the Ion Shell, it seems. Okay, CO will lock up that top rune. And it looks like the supports will get the haste, and they're going to decide how they want to use this. Crit, an excellent Rubik player, has to make a decision on who they think they can get a kill with. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to be the Darkseer. It looks like they're going to try mid, and here comes that kill on Moon that we're talking about. Just the glimpse back with no way to create enough space. That was kind of doomed to happen. They're going to come out with the lift now, and they're going to go for Nymphy. There's the courier. Oh, crit! Alright, they're calling the kill more important. How long does he have on this haste rune? Oh, no! No, the bottle! He's going to get out alive. I would went for the courier, I think. I would have been like, fuck this! Getting that courier! Didn't have anything on it though, did it? No. Now it's going to bottle crow. So, he went for it, but didn't quite happen this time. There'll be a stack here from OKC, and similarly, one from Fly as well. Miracle's dropping really low in the mid lane here. It's a tough matchup, having to deal with the constant acid spray spam. And hopefully he'll get some farm so I can see what he's going. He's going to get the bottle. And it's a Bastio so far for No-Tail, but I mean that could just be for laning. As it likely is. I'm sure he'll... I assume he's still going to go mech, but we will find out. They have a lift available. Can they get him on the high ground? They can. How many raises? He's got all 3. Oh, nice body blocks. 1. Oh, Ice Path. Still blocking him up though, very nicely. Gonna use the dual breath. Gonna try and go for the deny. Oh no. Nice dodge. Might actually get it because of that, honestly. Oh, yeah, nice fakes, nice fakes. Okay, so he's playing this completely perfectly. Nice. Nicely played. that was played by both. I think the it would have been a pretty big outplay if the Shakira managed to get the deny there. So both of them playing it perfectly in that sense. Like it would have taken a mistake, right, from crit for that to work out. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Moon, a little bit of trouble there. Oh, the mango into the rocket barrage, and down goes Moon again. This is to be expected, though. It's not like this is kind of classic Moon. Oh, that's gonna catch crit. Oh no, disaster! They have another rock barrage. Nice lift. Gonna be throwing him back. He's got the Fade Bolt. Immediate TP from Moon, but there won't be in range for a Fisher. So this is classic Moon. Moon is of the mindset that he would rather play further up in the lane and take the risk of dying to ensure that he does get some farm, rather than just sit back and get experience. He's more aggressive than your standard one. Did I just miss a kill mid? Fucking hell. Miracle, just being Miracle. Alright, give me your T-Tors.
Dire's bottom
Slap
tower
him up.
is under attack.
Oh, we don't want to miss another one, though. Trixie's in a little bit of trouble there. Looks like he's going to get away. There's no points into the slow, not that it would really matter. Yeah, go fuck yourself here. I'm one-handed casting here. It's okay. A little love tap. It's only got 1 point into the concoction. He's also gone for 3 points acid, only 1 into the golden. Fairly standard. They're going to keep running these TPs into the mid lane. It's really the only way that you can counter up against this. Oh, there are boots on crit, but you can't quite get into range. A little bit of Bob Ross. Oh, you guys are nasty. Alright, No-Tail, what are you buying here, mate? His item purchase essentially sets the whole tempo. Like if he buys like a point booster right now, then we find out that Miracle's going eggs. It looks like they still haven't decided. He's got the ring, but that's fairly standard.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pierre. Girl with big hands. Alright, they're going in for the stack. Are they going to find it? The acid spray burning it down. They might actually find Trixie here. This is the Radiant Side Vision coming in. Can you imagine if they actually got this? Oh, he's off to the side. They saw the feint. Oh, they're actually going to catch him! Oh, they got him! Nice lift by Crit. That was instantaneous. Alright, now down the bottom line. Boogie has TP down here. They're throwing down the call down. And they still have the glimpse. Oh, that's actually what was used to bring No-Tail back. That makes quite a bit of sense. I was wondering what he was doing down here. We showed up mid-fight. And now they're saying, oh, now Moon, he's in pretty deep here. It's just OKC though. So they're going for the mid kill. The lift. Check that range. Oh, he gets it! That was like max range! I don't think they can combo up anything. They will force the TP out from the Darkseer though. He'll leave the Surge and MP to make sure he gets out. And everyone else appears to be alive. He went for the Vitality booster. Did he go on that ATOS first build? I mean, it's either that or he's going like early Octarine or some dumbass shit. Alright, so it must be a Mech SF then. Yeah, he's going for the Mech. Miracle just picks up the chainmail. I kind of like this build. Simply because the mech, like we've already seen how good Mech SF is. It's something that Miracle's comfortable playing. It's very good for pushing towers. He'll probably have more mana to use it than No-Tail. Like the mana, it's quite a bit. I mean, look, it only is 533. But whereas like his spells cost 185, SF's only cost like he can do 2 raises, right, for less than a single heal bomb from the Necro. So I think that's a good call. A little bit of a Fisher harass there. He's not gonna be blocked in though. And it's kind of scary for Moon to walk up. He's not even 6 yet, and the call down's still ready and available from your level 8 gyro. Looks like the supports are splitting some experience down bottom. A ping out there from Fly, like, yo, punish this guy. Like, Valix, look how far Valix is up. Like, he shouldn't be allowing this, is what he's saying. Oh, this is a very nice triple stack here. Clean them all up for Miracle. Miracle's just like, this doesn't happen to my pubs. What is this shit? I mean, he's probably still not used to the scene. After 8k MMR, how could you ever be? And the counter, this is just so common these days, it's like casual Vit booster before anything else. So this signals that we are going to be seeing that Radiance Manta, right? So it's just kind of tank up early. It helps out, the value of a Vit booster in Alchemist is a lot higher than other heroes. So what that means is, like, because of the regen he gets, right, 51.4 right now, it's just at level 6. It's crazy. Just by having a bigger HP pool, your survivability is dramatically increased on this hero compared to other ones. Oh, No Tail coming on in. Get him. Dun 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 dun. And Trixie will make it out of there. Okay, so yeah, he's just tagging up this tower. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the Fisher block out, at least for Moon's sake. But very fortunate for your Jakiro. They are smoked up here. So Crit's going to be looking for the lift. Now, if you look at the vision of the Dire, they have this ward, right? So they have to be really careful not to pop, because the second they do, they're going to know what's happening. And they're, oh, nice position. If you're going to get the Fisher to lead it off. Valix is here. He's got a glimpse. It's going to be tough to decide who he wants to use it on. He's going to do it on Crit, try and clean up a kill after, perhaps. No. Moon, he's coming in to zone them out using the Echo Slam. Nicely played. Make sure they won't be able to get a kill. And there's also going to be a TP from Fly, so they can work 5-man unit here, try and take this tower down with the mechanism. Still not popped. Meanwhile, No Tail, he'll do the counter push down to the bottom lane and start looking towards that Atos. And what's great about that is he'll be able to control the Alchemist, right? So middle of the fights, they'll be harder to deal with. They're going to pop up the weave, so the reason for this is that it gives you vision, and you'll know if they're TPing in. You guys are probably aware of that, but you know how it is. And Moon, he's just farming up over here, trying to get closer to that Blink. He went for the Tranquil Soul Ring build. Pretty much the most common one for your offlaner right now. It's extremely efficient. Alright, they have the glimpse. You can see No Tail, he's trying to stay in this general area so that if he does get glimpse, at least he's on his high ground. Oh, this is a little bit risky though. Wow, okay, is he trying to bait this? Yeah, he's super trying to bait this. He wants them to engage on him underneath this tower. Yeah, what's Trixie been able to get up to? Zoned out extremely early. He's down here split pushing using the Jakiro and the Darkstone. This is a nice play, right? Using the Liquid Fire, they're burning this down very quickly. And knowing that they can't really fight into OG right now. They are leading, almost 2k. But just the levels, right? Like the mechanism and the first point into the Requiem. Oh, actually, second point into the Requiem. Holy shit, he's level 11. He must be leading the game. Yeah, he's 2 levels ahead of Boogie. That is nuts. Minute per... Wow. He's going right into this... Oh, I thought that was a BKB recipe for a second there. It's like, holy shit. So he's just going for that S and Y. And they're going to be TP up to see if they can combo anything. They're going to get the Fisher block, maybe? No. Sometimes it's hard to tell. This ward paying off in spades here. To the side of Stark. It's just so good for making sure that your carry can secure some farm. And Fly, playing that position 6, he actually has his own arcanes right now, so they're actually splitting it fairly even between the two. He even has more farm than Crit. I would have expected that it would be the opposite case. I think he's been jungling a bit. Yeah, he's got 33 last hits. So you can see compared to Crit, he's been rotating around with the team more, and he was ganking mid. Okay, see ya. Oh, he has the Ice Path. They're going to connect on it, and they have all 3 raises. Not even going to opt to use them, just saving them in case anyone else engages on them thanks to that DD rune.
Radiant's top tower is under
He considered killing those agents. He was like, oh, free gold. And they'll use the presence of the Dark Lord level 1, as well as the heals from No Tail to try and take this down. And he is working towards that Atos, very close. And the full Sange is now completed for Miracle. So he's a beast. 1271 HP plus the mech heal, plus having Necrophos even with a single heal nearby. Question is, how are they going to deal with this? Nymphy, he's getting up towards that relic. He's almost there. Probably be about a 14.5 minute radiance if he can get a couple stacks maybe going. Doesn't look like he has any. Need a steal maybe? Looks like they're going to try and come in here. Oh, this is really well timed. Valix come in. He's got the Static Storm. He's laid on top of Roshan. Miracle dropping low. He still has the mech available. He's waiting it out. He gets glimpse, pops the mech. Oh, Rosh is going to get him! Get him, Rosh! They're going to get the kill! Aegis goes on top of Miracle. Perfectly played. They're going to be just fine. And the Radiant did get it. The Acid Spray was not able to pick off the kill. Valix cliffed up there by Crit. They're going to come in with the call down. Boogie throwing down that Rocket Barrage. Moon now he's in the corner. Throws down the Fisher. He's already Echo Slammed. Oh, Fly gets off the grave just in time. Miracle throws out the Requiem. He's stuck inside, trying to get some raises off. I'm not sure if that clipped Trixie or not. Has to watch for the wall, trying to avoid it. Gets okay, see ya. Crit Over on the backside, being chased down by Boogie at the same time. They are going to get the Necrophos ultimate onto Trixie. He'll drop, but not with the timer. Nymphy regenning up. Adderfly, perfect Fisher block by Moon. Get wrecked. Nymphy quelling blading his way out of here. He's trying to do the jukes. Gets caught up in the trees, though, and 4 go down. Oh, man. Boogie had to abandon. He couldn't even get up the kill on crit. He just ran away. And what a fight by Monkey Business. Or OG. I have to stop calling them Monkey Business. That was sick. They used the right 3,100 damage. They just could not take care of Miracle. Honestly. What a boss. Holy shit. That was such a good fight. And 4 Shadow Waves pumped out with that perfectly timed grave just to save himself as they tried to focus down Fly. And they will grab themselves a nice little tower. And look, Mech's back off cooldown. They're all full HP. Necrophos plus Dazzle. They just love this combo. You gotta watch for this. Whenever they have the SF and the Dazzle, I should have been more wary of it. I've seen them just do it too many times. Just a complete and straight out draft. I have to say, I like Stark's draft. I like the concept behind it, but without the net worth, there's just not much they can do. This might be their first chance for a real glimpse back into something. And I'm trying to time it correctly here. Felix gonna have to do this right, but look, Miracle, he's too far ahead that he just runs into them. It's like, you expect me to run away? Glimpse doesn't work if I just man up on you. Still living, pops the mech. Getting very low, but he's okay. No tail, popping off to the side. Still has some heals left in him, and he can just zone them out himself. Ultimate's back in 7 seconds. They'll bring back Miracle, but he's just like, okay, let's go. Surprised he didn't throw out a couple races. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is back here cleaning up the tower. Moon hanging to the side, trying to get towards that Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this is just a disaster. I mean, the laning phase was just perfectly played from the side of OG. They just, Crit just made some action happen mid. Didn't die the whole time. 1-0-6. He's probably my MVP so far, honestly. Miracle, of course, going 8-0-2, also doing well. But the way that Crit set up the entire early game, like he secured mid, he got the kills, helped get a kill on the Jakiro. He just made life easy, and that's what a good support does. Now there were some good plays also by Slark, like some good setups. They had the good wards up top. They were trying to secure that farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Pierre, they don't change time in Saskatchewan. So yeah, he literally didn't. So if he's he will be calling you an hour late, or whatever it is, just so you know. Because our base of operations, they don't change time. So that's exactly what happened, by the way. Now Moon, he's down. He's got that Blink Dagger. I don't think he can solo kill. But he'd need a full creep wave in order to get this. There's like no way. Unless No Tail had a Blink Dagger. And Trixie will just TP out. Alright, so the relic's done. And now he'll be making his way towards that ever so great Radiance. No, it's gonna be Rapier first, guys. No. So the Radiance Octarine seems to be the only hope. How is that gonna play out? Well, the creep nuke's pretty heavy here on the side of OG. OG, that's a kind of weird to say. OG. Do you think people are gonna start calling them Og? It'll be like Navi, but it'll be OG. I mean, you get a lot of attack speed, right? So it must be legit. I think we should try that instead. Alright, there's going to be a fight here, and they're just going to pick off Valix. It's okay, it's just Valix.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
His name sounds like a prescription drug. Valix. And with another DD rune, just casual.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Alright, you guys are just like farming creeps down bottom. That might be an issue. Alright, here comes that push on top. With this DD rune, he just wants to sit on high ground. Doesn't have the Aegis anymore, doesn't really care. They're gonna whiff the call down. Crit's looking for the steal, but he doesn't have the vision onto the high ground. No Tail rotates over, Moon's down bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Moon wishing he could find that TP and take care of it. He's like blinking his way up here. Oh, guys, I'm coming! And there's your Radiance. Alright, get back! Nymphy says, I've got a Radiance. Good luck taking care of my tower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's probably going to be Miracle's next item. He has a PKB, guys. Like, look how farmed this guy is. I don't know why I was still sitting on the hits. What a noob. Either way.
Bottom tower
He's 5k ahead of No Tails, the next highest person in the game. And then your greedy, greedy goblin. The Alchemist. Deny.
Radiant's bottom
I actually thought they were going to go for it. Alright, here comes the toss. And the concoction, what level is it? Level 1 still. It's not really doing too much. They get the vacuum on the side of crit. That's pretty good, actually. Get a big old heal bomb, drop them right in the middle of your whole team, maybe. Seems unlikely. And crit actually opts for the Force Staff first. We see this a couple times up against Disruptor. Pretty useful to make sure that your allies can get outside of the kinetic field before it strengthens and solidifies. And it's still a decent initiation tool. Like, Force Staffing in for the lift is still okay. Vacuum Echo Slam, yeah, let's go. Alright, there comes the glimpse. But it looks like Boogie's the one who's in trouble. They do commit the Echo Slam for it. Call down not going to be enough to save his life. Trixie's going to come in. I'm not sure what he thinks he can do. Pop the neck a little bit too late there, I believe. And it's just a free pick. Totaling quite a bit of gold for the side of the OG boys. A nice chunk of experience. And what they'll be looking for next will be the Roshan. We'll find out the timing in a minute and a half. They might not even need it, though. Moon wishing he got the block off there. I'm not sure they could have done too much with it. I don't know. Once this Manta comes up, life gets annoying. It's really not that scary when he's only the Radiance. You know? Like, if you're hemmed into the base... Oh, nice. They have the sentry down, so they're going to pick off that ward at least. I don't think they have... Yeah, oh, actually, they might not find it. That is hilarious. I gotta keep that in mind. Until they walk over there, they actually don't know the ward's there. Oh, there we go. Felix is gonna find it. Felix? Felix? Oh, someone's pinging it. Look at that. What a save. that was a complete save by your Jakiro right there. Okay, so yeah, he's just like, yo, it's there. Get the fucking ward. Alright. So they're walking in now. There's the Atos on top of Valix. He's the prime target. He doesn't get the Stack Storm just in time. He's done his duty. No-Tail, though, going to be able to beat KB. There's no Agnums available yet. They're going to vacuum him right back into the wall and the Acid Spray. Bringing back that SF Illusion, trying to make the most of it. However, SF's like, oh yeah, well, I got a couple of my own. Thank you, Mr. Rune. All these runes for Miracle. He's just getting them whenever he needs them. And they're still looking for that Macropire. They might use it here. They're going to ATOS up on top of the MP. There's the Ice Shards. Ready for that Macropire, but they're going to get vacuumed. Way to go, crit. He does, in fact, steal it. There's the call down. He's going to steal the Ice Path as well. Going to get a triple, possibly. No, he's only going to get onto a single one. Miracle walking in. He's got the raises. He's going to max range for Trixie. Saving it up. Wombo! Takes him down. And Miracle being burned here. Running away. Another illusion pops out, but it'll quickly go down. And they're actually backing, despite the racks being so low. And they're pinging it like, yo, we're going. They're just waiting for the next wave. Healing up, using their abilities, using the advantages of the lineups they've drafted. And they'll just walk right back up to this melee tower.
Dire's top
It looks like this one's going to be over soon, folks.
Dire's top
We're going to have to get a hell of a Macropire.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
And now they're pinging mid. Fly like, let's go, boys. Here comes that glimpse. This is what they need. Go on the dire side, see if they can bring anyone back. They just can't find it. They can glimpse back. No, nobody. No one within the range. And so they'll retreat. They'll come check out Roche. Unfortunately, it's already been a minute past, but it is almost max timer. So it'll be quite a while before they can pick themselves up another Aegis. It'll make their high ground push a lot easier. Fly is just up here, feigning that the rest of the team's here with them. And he's just so dead. They're going to glimpse him back. The Ice Path Concoction. Crit? No! There's no way! Crit! Just run! Don't risk your life, my friend. Throws out the stolen Ice Path. He's just like, yeah, haha. Oh, crit, please. I'm not sure if he meant to force step up there. I'm gonna guess he didn't. And he just gets the hell out. And now Nymphy. He's trying to put the team on his back. But that Manta cannot come too soon. And it cannot come fast enough. I know you would have, Pierre. You would have got fly out of that one. No questions asked, right? Why did my net worth get turned upside down? What the hell did I click to do that? That's pretty comical. That's just me things, you know. Alright, Miracle just saying screw the BKB. By the looks of it. He's gonna grab himself a butterfly. Or rather the MKB, I was thinking. And I'm pretty good up against the Radiance. Maybe he's just not too concerned about the missed chances for now. He's just so tanky. He's like, I'll get off enough right clicks. I'm sure it's fine. We'll just be more tanky. Let's get the butterfly. And Boogie. At Gyrocopter. He got the Helm BKB, so he does a little bit of damage, but he'd like to have some more. Once this this Manta gets transferred out, what you can do is you can use the Radiance Manta to push this lane. So that's the cheap lane, right? You're only getting the half value thanks to the Rex being dead. And then you let the Gyro sit in another lane while it constantly pushes in. So that he can farm up towards the Rapier. I assume that's your option here, because this game is just looking grim. Moon now with the 4-step and the blink. Just meaning he can get off that prime and perfect Echo Slam. It's the whole point of that build. As well as the Fishers, right? You just want to be saving your allies, saving yourself. And they will smoke up here. It's not going to be spotted out. And Notel's actually going to run right into them. He pings it out, and they're going to be able to glimpse it back. Here he comes. Felix? Hello? They're not going to bring him back? Do they think it's a bait? Notel's just going to... Oh, I guess he's going to BKB, but... You could have at least forced it. It looks like they're just going to lose them because of this. I mean, they lose Valix completely for free. Now Nemphy's in trouble. Look how much damage he's taking. Miracle just shows up. It's just over. That's GG. That was a little weird. Miracle with his signature celebratory Requiem. He does that every single game.
Radiant victory.
They pop every item possible and take a very fast and easy game one. That is just such classic OG. I mean, they just love that strat. Stark didn't see it coming, and... Well, I think they did, actually. I think they thought that this lineup would work, but they just got run over in the laning phase. Like, sometimes you can have a better draft. I think their draft's good. I understand the concept of buffing them off and then pulling them back for the kills, but if you just get run over in lane, that's not going to happen. The Alchemist just couldn't get enough mid. I mean, he ends with, look at this, like 90 less last hits than Miracle. You're not going to win a game like that. So, well, that's the end of that one. We'll be moving on to game 2. This was Modpacks, casting on his own channel. I will probably upload these VODs to my YouTube channel as well. So, we'll have them there.